My boyfriend thinks my cucumber habit is too much and wants to break up, but I feel like cucumbers are a dumb reason to end things, and I don't want our relationship to be over. Okay, so I've always had this weird thing where cucumbers are basically the only thing I eat for snacks. Well, not exactly the only thing, because when I'm out with people, I'll have ice cream or munch on some chips at parties. I eat all kinds of food normally, but when it comes to snacking, I always pick cucumbers. I eat pretty healthily anyways, so a lot of fruits and veggies are a part of my diet. Since veggies are lower in calories, I have to eat a lot of them to eat enough, so I'll usually have some sliced cucumber in my purse that I munch on throughout the day, and I'll always have a cucumber in my car that I just eat whole when I'm driving. I go through several cucumbers daily. Although it's not healthy, I've had days where I've felt really depressed and overwhelmed and have binge eaten nothing but cucumber. I think I've eaten perhaps 35 on very extreme days. Recently, this quirk of mine has begun to drive my 22F boyfriend, 33M, of 6 months insane. His words, not mine. He says it's highly inappropriate to carry them everywhere with me. We spent last weekend at his parents' lake house, and I provided my own cucumber to snack on. One night before bed, I was in my room gnawing on a cucumber like a savage when his mother walked in. I froze mid-bite, the cucumber still between my teeth. Later, my boyfriend confronted me, claiming I'd humiliated him with childish eating habits. I explained his mother had caught me during a private moment and pointed out his daily chip consumption, but he insisted chips were normal while whole cucumbers were deranged. He demanded I stop eating them entirely, calling it a deal breaker. The confrontation felt absurd. I'd been hungry around 8 p.m., but didn't know his family well enough to ask for food or a cutting board, so I'd retreated to eat privately. His mother had seemed amused, not upset, yet he was furious. A month later, after much reflection and reassurance to concerned readers that I was healthy despite my cucumber preference, we broke up. I'd offered to avoid eating them around him if the sound bothered him, but he couldn't stand even knowing I ate them. When I suggested he give up alcohol if I gave up cucumbers, he exploded with insults. I left with my dignity and produce intact. The relationship's end revealed his controlling nature, better discovered over vegetables than something more serious. 3 years ago, another cucumber incident occurred at Chicago O'Hare. I'd stuffed mini cucumbers in my sweatpants pockets before heading to the airport, intending to transfer them to my bag, but forgetting in my travel anxiety. While managing laptops, cameras, and liquids at security, the vegetables completely slipped my mind. After passing through the scanner without alarms, a TSA agent selected me for additional screening. As she patted down my legs, she felt the suspicious bulges. When asked about my pocket's contents, I slowly produced cucumber after cucumber, placing them in her outstretched hands. She declared cucumbers counted as liquids requiring proper bagging, then threw them away while I watched helplessly. The injustice still stings. Vegetables classified as liquids and confiscated like contraband. One commenter understood perfectly, describing their family's cucumber obsession. 5 kilos disappearing in 3 days, cucumbers stashed in cars and nightstands, their sister once hiking with 15 tucked in her belt like vegetable grenades. They'd successfully smuggled cucumbers onto planes, enjoying them at 30,000 feet while I'd lost mine to arbitrary TSA rules. The absurdity of it all hit me as I finally cleared security. Life had become a series of small surrenders, each one chipping away at something I couldn't quite name.